I just want every hero to be the Punisher. I knew with this sudden influx of John Walker fans that people were going to bring up Batman's no-kill rule. Thunderbolts come out and now y'all all pro capital punishment. Putting this executioner on a pedestal, which is crazy because I don't even think Marvel wants y'all to do this. Real heroes do not kill. That's not their bag. I understand that Wyatt Russell is adorable and so his character comes off as endearing. But even in the Thunderbolts, which spoilers if you haven't seen, we see his flashbacks. It's not of him being forced to commit war crimes or even highlighting how the military indoctrinated this man so that he could be in a position to commit an execution in broad daylight. Instead, it just showed him being a grifter on Twitter while he was neglecting his child and yelling at his wife. He's mentally unstable. And that's why he didn't have the restraint not to do this. And truly, that's what separates him from being an actual hero. That doesn't mean that the thought shouldn't cross a hero's mind, because at the end of the day, these are people who are being tested by the ops, sometimes on a very personal level. The big difference between someone like John Walker being able to kill and Batman having a no-kill rule is that Batman is a hero. His philosophy is that killing someone will not reduce the number of killers. And then where does it end? Once you cross that line after you've already broken so many rules as being a vigilante, how long are you aligned with the law? We get to see that arc with John Walker. A law-abiding citizen and a golden boy for the US government quickly became a henchman for a supervillain because he decided to take justice into his own hands. They make it very clear that this murder made him a worse person. When you justify and ask for unsanctioned murders from your heroes, essentially what you're asking for is a character like the Punisher. Which, if you've ever read a Punisher comic book or even watched the Netflix show, you would know that the Punisher is categorically not a hero. He says it, everyone he interacts with says it. There are even storylines where he is responsible for making New York City worse, and they consistently juxtapose him to Daredevil, who is an on-the-line hero, and shows that the difference is he's willing to outright murder people in cold blood. Pay to like characters and understand that they are committing acts that are not morally correct. But then don't use that to push onto a character that is trying their best to be a good citizen in person. I think the scariest part about this new wave of support for characters like John Walker is highlighting how conservative the community is getting in our media analysis. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, it's just a movie, it's just a comic book, but art and its interpretation of it is a direct reflection of the community that's consuming it. It's a little food for thought. But tell me, what are your thoughts? Let me know in my comments below.